We are live, kids.
Are we back?
We are.
Once again, you guys, and welcome back to Raina Teas. What is the real tea right now? So, a
Mm.
lot of you guys have been asking, well, a few of you guys have reached out to us and asked us to cover this story that's like, Raina, y'all did the Jussie Smollett case and all the tea lined up. So, what's really good going on with the K clan? The
Yes.
Kardashians, honey, the Kardashian clans in this Jordyn Woods situation. Who's lying? Who's telling the truth? Right? So tonight we're going to lay some cards, kids, and get all facts. Because you know when Raina lays the court, honey, all tea is brought to the light, girl. So
Okay.
first, why don't you tell these girls where they can find us, honey, if they want a personalized reading and or spell work?
Yes, you can find us on the Big Cartel, okay? Down below in the description box, the link, honey. We have Bitch Spell Work by Raina Tees. You can hire us to perform spell work. You can get your love box or bane box. You can do your own spell work, honey. Anointed, charged, and dressed by Raina Tees.
That's
Bitch,
right.
we also got the Raina shop. You can buy candles, charged and dressed, herbed out, okay? And you could also get your readings. So there's plenty
That's
on the big cartel, honey.
plethora of a
A
meal for you kids.
plethora, girl. It is low key a mini book of shadows, honey. We got tea for you in there, okay? So head on
Yeah,
over to the Raina Teas Big Cartel down below in the description box.
that's
Yes.
right. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with what's been going on lately, child. Total eye roll to this scenario, but the Kardashian clan is dealing with turmoil and drama with their relationships with men, black men, once again. And it has come to the surface that Tristan Thomas or Thompson, one of them, pro athlete, NBA player, was allegedly caught kissing a close friend of Kylie Jenner's by the name of Jordyn Woods. So Miss Jordyn Woods is a black female or biracial female. She's very light skinned. Um, and she is friends with Kylie Kardashian, which is sister to Khloe,
Not
and
Kylie
that was Khloe's.
Kardashian.
Wait, what's her name? What
Kylie
I said?
Jenner. You said Kylie
Kylie Jenner.
Kardashian.
Okay, my bad. Oh, she's not a Kardashian. She's a Jenner. My bad.
She's a yeah.
Um, right, but she is sister to Khloe Kardashian. Them hoes all case to me,
They're
bitch.
sister hoes.
They're sister hoes. So we're going to be doing a reading because Miss Jordyn Woods, after being dragged for being a homewrecker or an alleged homewrecker by being spotted kissing and at a house party with.
Girl, it's just a little kiss.
Aren't all the girls in Hollywood doing this or no? Right? Yeah, allegedly she was spotted at a house party that was thrown by Tristan and Khloe, which was her his baby's mother at the time. What is his baby mother? She was not there, and nor was her best friend Kylie. So it was a little suspicious. I did. Did you catch the Red Table Talk with her and Jada Pinkett?
No. No. No.
Oh, you're just not that interested, right?
Yeah. It's just a little much to me, the fact that she had to like go and like sit at a fucking table and talk to Jada. Like, why did you feel like you had to go and like talk about this to the public? I feel like if anything, you should have contacted Khloe privately and spoken to her about the shit like a woman, not go on no like public arena to speak on a private situation, just to
Mm-hmm.
like put your name out there. I felt like it's like, girl, you're being extra. Like, oh, I'm a shamed woman, honey. I am shamed, and I must now, come to the public. And it's like, girl, no. You know what you was
Well,
doing.
in her defense, in her defense, I will say, from what I heard, allegedly she had been trying to reach out to the clan. The girls were paying her, they were shading her, and there was like a real, the girl was really being dragged publicly, like her Twitter, her Instagram.
Girl,
She was
then you
being
shut it
bullied.
down. Shut it down, honey.
True. But sometimes, when you feel like no one wants to really hear or even want to consider taking your side, you just want to come and put the tea out there. Jada got hurt. Jada and Will got their ratings, honey. So I know they're happy,
They
honey.
sure did. They sure did.
I know they're happy. So let's go ahead and get into this reading. I guess I want to know. The kids want to know.
Yeah, and and I want to say this, like, it's two consenting grown ass fucking adults. Okay, so what's her name? Jordyn. She did not. She did not ruin no marriage. She didn't ruin no home. She's not no motherfucking home wrecker. She didn't owe Khloe shit. Tristan is a grown ass man, honey. Khloe knows what type of motherfucker she with. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Absolutely.
Yeah, and she likes that shit. She likes that shit.
Ooh, the cards are speaking,
nothing ass motherfucker. Okay, she just likes the dick. She likes the dick, and she like that he's cute or whatever, and tall, and he know how to fuck. That's what she likes.
And these Kardashians, I feel like for them, they have this self-imposed importance, obviously from their platform and their status, where they feel that just because they are, lighter women, that they can come to these black, broken, insecure men, these white women, and they can come to these black, broken, insecure men and be in relationships with them, and they're not going to treat them the same way that they would treat a black woman. Okay? Because a lot of these men who date, not all, but a lot of these men who date, light-skinned women, dark men who date light-skinned women and date outside, a lot of times they are running from themselves. They have self-hate issues. They feel that lighter women will, open doors for them or make them seem more higher up the rank and status. And it's like, yes, it's like he's still a cheater.
But look, Tristan was with his baby mama. The girl was pregnant, bitch, and he met her. He met Khloe and left her for her. So it's like, bitch, you got what you got, honey. You got him how you lost him, girl. Take your L, bitch, and keep it moving. Take your motherfucking L and keep it moving, ho. You know what type of motherfucker you got with?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
So let's see what these cards have to say,
Jordyn, get the dick, sis. Jordyn, get it, honey. If that motherfucker was on you, bitch, and you wanted the D, bitch, get that shit.
Wow. These cards are talking, honey.
They best to motherfucking talk.
These cards are talking, honey.
They need to. Yeah. Because Raina T's don't motherfucking play, bitch.
We don't play over here. So let's go ahead and get into this reading.
Give all the motherfucking tea.
Yes. Okay, so we're coming at this perspective of asking, is the truth being told by Jordyn? Was it just an innocent kid? Was this the first time happening? What's tea going on with Khloe? All this tea is here right now. What's going on with Khloe and their relationship?
Yes,
everything. And just to give the overall arching theme, honey, for this reading.
What's her?
Khloe and Tristan were already broken up. That relationship had failed. Honey, we have the lovers and the two of chalices both reversed. So, yeah, not a happy household, not a happy home.
They found each other on sex. It was based on sex.
That's it. And starting this reading off, we have the Knight of Wands. Okay, the Knight of Wands. And if you girls don't know about the Knight of Wands, the Knights usually represent movement, momentum, vigor. It's like that prime, that energetic, masculine prime, youthful prime. The wand represents ego, identity, individuality, creativity, sex, virility, bitch, lust, that masculine, like that, just that swagger ass, excuse the French, honey, dick slinging ass, nigga, honey. That's the Knight of Wands. And we definitely see that here with Tristan, and a lot of these type of men who come from this type of background, and I'm not trying to generalize all black men or all black men who are athletes, but a lot of times when they are athletes and they don't really improve upon their own depth, their own social skills, their own sort of like, I'm not saying all, but a lot of them, the bravado that they carry is that, their dick is swinging and their dick is long. And one of the things about the Knight of Wands is he's an adventurer. He doesn't stay still. So in the depiction in the Rider-Waite, we have a very, how do you describe it? A very Victorian, like a knight, with the very England, Britain, whatever you want to call the girls. Like, we have him dressed in that sort of armor and get up, but he's in Egypt. So it's like he's spreading a dig worldwide. You know what I'm saying? He's just spreading, honey. Spreading seed and spreading that ego, and he's just not looking to slow down right now. So I think this card is very much touching on Tristan's energy. I'm also seeing that in the relationship between he and Miss Jordyn, that there was sex involved. Yes, that's we're gonna also get to that tea in the reading too. There was some sex involved. And yeah, that's what I'm picking up. What do you think, sis, right now with the Knight of Wands?
Oh, the Knight of Wands. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
the Knight of Wands, it definitely is about that dick energy. He is slanging that motherfucking dick. He has a lot of energy inside of him. It's all about sex to him and conquest, okay?
Conquest,
That's just
yes.
his energy in him, very fiery, very exciting, and people are attracted to him. These athletes, they have money, they're tall, they have nice bodies. A lot of them, they are well endowed, honey, and they want to slang that thing, okay? And
Yes.
Khloe was attracted to that because that's the type of men that she likes, okay? They are like these men that are hyper, just stereotype. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So it's like, girl,
Mm-hmm.
this is the drama and the life that you desired when you found him. Because remember, he was already with somebody else, and he
That's
came looking at
right.
her with them chinky eyes and licking them lips, honey. Then out of and that set my heart on, girl, and your pussy, got wet, honey, and you went over there to that man, okay, and you got knocked up by him. I mean, is he married to you, sis? Is he married to you, sis, or not? Or was that just
Or no.
low key? That was a fuck thing, girl. Like,
Yeah.
you
A fuck
know,
thing that you thought you were in a
she
relationship
wanted
with him,
that
and I'm
baby,
definitely
honey.
seeing
She
that.
wanted that baby at any
Let me stop,
cost.
sis. Let me get there
Okay.
now, because I ain't even get there yet. Girl, you already being super psychic and shit. So the next card is the Knight of Pentacles, right? And this Knight of Pentacles energy following right after the Wands, baby daddy alert, like, sis, he already had seed in his hand. Okay, he already had, the pentacles represent the material plane. It represents money. It also represents possessions, physical acquisitions, and things like that. But it also represents children too, childbirth, child rearing. I'm saying this now because when I get to the card, y'all gonna know why I'm saying that. But the Knight of Pentacles, it's showing a knight, also about movement, also about momentum. Him having that seed in his hand, and planting his seed. So it's like, for a lot, again, going back to a lot of these men, especially, I don't know what it is, but it's like, okay, if you're in the mindset of like, you're not trying to be tied down, wouldn't you think to actively have more protected sex? But
Hell
these men do not.
nah. Hell no.
These men do not. Okay, they just plow,
Plow
lay
and
seed,
bust
and then when the
hot
baby comes up,
nut.
they're like, "Wait, what?
Exactly.
How? Like, what? What
How?
magic? What sorcery is this? Bitch, you're pregnant? How?" It's like, nigga, you're slinging seed right now. So what did you expect? So this also indicates, the previous relationship in which he came from. Like my sister was saying, he had a baby. He had a baby mama with a baby on the way. So it's like that should have been a note to his character already, sis. But see, again, going back to Miss Khloe, and she's present in this reading too, sis. I hope you listening, girl. But see, you ain't got that kind of power like that. You ain't got that kind of mojo like that. Pussy does not equate to faithfulness. Okay, laying up in the bed with a man does not make them stay faithful. It doesn't matter. Like these men, he ain't yours. Okay. When people be coming like, oh, he mine and that's my man. Girl, he ain't yours, honey. If he can bounce, if he could come and cheat on her with you, he could just as easily do the same to you. So that's what I feel like this energy is showing. The next card is what are you picking up on with this, sis?
The
The Knight of
Knight of
Pentacles.
Pentacles. I mean, I feel like you're right. I mean, in my deck, the African deck, he's throwing seeds. He's planting seeds. He having babies out here, just being a baby daddy. Got to pay child support here and there. I mean, he got the funds to pay it, but yeah, this man has his money spread out. Like he's not going to be faithful to you. He's never going to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she knows this.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't want no stable. She wants a fucking like entertainer. She wants a fucking basketball player, a football player. That's just what she likes. That's the epitome of what, black masculinity is to her. And yeah, I feel like it's just a mess.
Absolutely.
We can move on to the next card, girl.
Okay, so the next card is the Seven of Pentacles, and a lot of Earth energy here. The Seven of Pentacles, this talks about waiting. This talks about a situation coming to fruition. This can be looked at a multitude of ways. I think this card is talking about Khloe, and that even herself, she wasn't really in love with him more so than she was about securing that bag. Because, come on,
securing that baby. Point, she wanted that fucking baby.
That really. Baby is gonna secure the bag for you, sis. I mean, even with your name and even with whatever, I don't know what other little businesses, the little side pocket businesses she got going on, she could be secure. But, a lot of these women, especially in the industry like that, they like to make sure they're double secured by having a rich man's baby or, a financially secure or, pushing someone who has it, their children, their seed. So this, in the Rider-Waite deck, we have a man who's in the field tending to his fruits, and he's like looking at them, like waiting for them to be right. So waiting for the opportune time, the seeds being planted already and already ripe to be plucked. But there also is a sense of dissatisfaction too and ungratefulness. So that's why I feel like this is like a bit of Khloe's energy and how I feel like, she was in it for the D, and I think once she caught on that Tristan was not going to be faithful, she was like, well, bitch, before you leave, you need to give me, like, a baby. Like, just come on here, give it over, and, and I say that because the next card, and I'm going to touch back with you, sis, too, but the next card that follows after the Seven of Pentacles is the Lover's card reverse, okay? So no love here, like just business, just purely business and fucking and entertainment and industry moves. It's so sad how these people in the industry really move, you know what I'm saying? It's like every move is calculated. A person could be sitting there whispering all these sweet nothings and promises, but low key they're plotting, to get you caught up or plotting to cheat on you or plotting, and then you, in turn, become the epitome of that. So I'm definitely seeing with these two cards, like, this was a move. This was all plotted out and planned. So what are you seeing, sis, with the Seven of Pentacles and the Lovers reverse?
Well, the Seven of Pentacles, I feel like this card was about Khloe feeling like her womb was expiring. Yeah, I feel like she felt like her womb was expiring. She because I've heard of her issues trying to have a baby in the past. You know, she had
Mm.
fertility issues. So I feel like, you know,
Mm.
everybody else was getting pregnant and having kids, and she was like the last one. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I feel like she felt pressure to have this mixed baby. She needed this biracial baby,
Wow.
honey. And I feel like Tristan was the best looking one that she's pulled, you know, and it just happened how it happened, and she got pregnant by him. But I feel like, you know, this is a young man. This man is like in his 20s, okay, still. Like, Khloe's in her mid 30s. She's like 35 or something. Tristan is like 26 or some shit like that. If I'm not mistaken,
Girl,
I could
a
be wrong.
baby.
Don't quote me on that. But I think he's in his 20s. He's younger than her, and she likes them younger. Lamar was the exception. I think he is older than her. He at least he looks it. Um,
Ooh.
but these Kardashians, they like their men younger. Well, for exception of, well, she's I'm not talking about Kylie, honey, because Kylie is a Jenner, but Kim, Reggie was younger than her. Reggie Bush was younger than Kim. Um, and I don't know about now with Kanye, but yeah, these they be liking them young sometimes too. So I feel like Khloe, she know what the fuck she was doing, getting this young, hot in the pants motherfucker. That's what she liked, was that dick slang, like how she expected it, honey, and he gave it to her right because she's a Kardashian. And I feel like he's securing his bag by getting her pregnant more than anything, because I feel like her money is secure forever. Like a basketball player, they only got a certain amount of time to make millions. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
And a lot of
right.
them, like, they be blowing it out on everything.
He's
Like,
27, by the way.
27, child.
I'm
Like,
just,
come on
yeah.
now. And she's 30 fucking 5 or 6. So it's like, you know, he's still in that mindset of fucking around. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just got his ass because you're a Kardashian. That got him love drunk off of you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, y'all both was in it. Y'all both played a part in this shit. You know what I'm saying? You could
But it
not
wasn't
wait.
no love. It
It
was
was
definitely no love
it was
here.
lust. It was lust. I feel like it was lust on her part
It
to
was
him
definitely not.
because she does find him attractive. I feel like she does find him attractive. You know, Tristan is attractive. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Child, she's
and
all right.
but I feel like for her, for Khloe, she's cute. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of women find him attractive. So it's like, and he's tall and all of that shit. So I feel like she likes that shit. She wants somebody that these black girls want. Okay, she wants a
Right.
man that if black women find attractive and that, you know, they feel like, oh, she's taking him from us. She wants to have that type of attention on her because that's how they really fucking feel about the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So even the fact that this girl is black or identifies as black, however the fuck she's mixed or whatever, that's tearing her up too. You know what I'm saying? And the girls are coming
Mm.
at her because of that. It's like, bitch, look at you. You know, he went back to fucking black girl. You know what I'm saying? So this upside down lovers card, I feel like she also symbolizes that yeah, it was never no friendship. These girls do not really get along like that. Um, I feel like they're not feeling each other. I feel like there's no return for the from this relationship. Her child True is not gonna save this relationship. A child does not save relationships. Children do not keep you know, love in the
Unfaithful
house.
men and
No, they do
women,
not,
right?
girl. You have him for 18 years. Yes, you are now genetically linked to African descent genes. It's what you wanted. So keep it moving, girl. Take the L and find you the next black man to have a baby from, girl. Like that's what you want, girl.
Wow.
You know, so yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Wow. So let's go ahead and jump into the next card. And I kind of want to do these three together because, like, how I laid them out, it was in a row of three. So they're all kind of talking right now. And the final result is a gag, bitch. I'm like, ooh. So, the next row is the Queen of Chalices, the Ace of Swords reverse, and the Empress card, okay? So the Queen of Chalices to me is saying, even though, like, I feel where you were coming from, Raina, when you were saying, like, it only hurts her more because she feels like she's lost. You know what I'm saying? It more, she kind of, it's like you don't realize you have something until it's gone, and then somebody else has taken it from you. You know, it's
Yeah,
like
she sees her as a
humans.
lesser bitch. She sees Jordyn as a lesser bitch.
Yes, she does. She does.
As the help.
And
You
even the
you
baby
left me
mama
for the
too. You
help.
know, because Tristan has been spending time with the baby mother as well. So it's like all of this is being thrown back in Khloe's face, and it is
Slanging dick
because
to
Khloe is
everybody,
insecure,
bitch.
because the Queen of Chalices represents, internalized issues to like a reflection, like a need for introspection, and also a very fragile, like the Queen of Chalices is the most sensitive and fragile of all the queens, even though it's a good thing to have that empathy and that connectivity and that sensitivity, that nurturing nature of femininity, like it can be easily shattered. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like this is a reflection that this is more so about her loss than it is about the love or the relationship being saved with Tristan or even the baby. It's just kind of like, damn, here I was thinking that I'm this bomb bitch and I can have any black man because, I'm a light woman. I can take them from all the black women, and bam, like he went back to his prime nature. You know what I'm saying? He was macking with Jordyn, and his baby mother is, I believe, biracial or black or something like that, y'all. All the girls are getting brighter and brighter nowadays. I just don't know what's going on. But this Queen of Chalices, yeah, I feel like she's indicating like a real sensitivity here. I think Khloe kind of is hurting more so because of the episode. Like it's a revelation to her that, girl, like you ain't got it like that. The Ace of Swords reverse. This is kind of saying to me that there are some things not being, like, people are lying here. Like, people are not being honest about the situation. I definitely, looking at the rest of these cards, I definitely feel like Jordyn and Tristan had a little bit more going on in their situation than what's being told. And I want to touch on that just a little bit. So I did get into the Red Table Talk, and I feel like there was a few things that were incongruent with her story. It just didn't sit well with me. But I will play devil's advocate here because I have been in situations where, I've been at a friend's house or I know what it is to be an attractive black female, trans female, however you want to label it, and like always having people associate sex with everything that you do or everybody that you're around. Like, girl, it's been times that me and my sister, it's funny, like me and my sister, bitch, best friends, and like people thought we were a couple. If I post a picture of me and a guy and it's like my friend or something, gay friend, who would never be interested in me at all, like people are like, oh girl, that's your man, like, oh, y'all look cute, what's going on with y'all two? So it's like, I do understand how easy it is to be quickly labeled as, that girl that's involved. But at the same time, going into a lot of what she was saying in her story, it just seemed like, girl, you was a little too comfortable with him, even in a public setting. Like, I don't give a fuck if you are drunk. If you only know this man through association by him being with your best friend's sister, I don't understand how you could be in this place of comfortable, like familiarity to be doing all this extra shit. So let's start from the jump. Just a little side note tease, so my sister could get in on it and some of you guys as well. So basically her night started where she was at a club with her friends. Night was going on, they were drinking, and then towards the end of the night, her friends was like, oh, we're going to go to a house party. She said in the interview that it's typical for people in LA, it's a typical thing for people in LA to kind of leave the club because the clubs are closed early and then go to an after party at someone's house. But my thing is, she said, well, and then she's followed by saying she did not know it was Tristan Thomas house. Okay, whatever his last name is. We'll just call him Tristan. She didn't know it was Tristan's house. And I have to put a footnote, a thumbtack here and say, sis, like, who does that? Like, who just goes to someone's house? I don't know what LA culture is like, but it's like if I'm with my friends and then like, oh girl, we're gonna go to somebody, we're gonna go to an after party house. I mean, I'm gonna at least ask where, like who house? You know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know. It's just like, isn't it like second nature for a person to just be kind of curious, at least for your own kind of sense, if not for your own curiosity, bitch, but for your sense of safety? Because if my friends are like, oh girl, well, it's gonna be in this neighborhood and the neighborhood's not safe, or it's gonna be at this person's house and I don't too much fuck with that person, then I need to be in the know to have that option to kind of be like, yay or nay. You know what I'm saying? So basically, she was like, yeah, I didn't know that we were going to his house, but I ended up at his house. And bam, I was there. I went in with my girls, and I was like having a good time, blah, blah, blah. So my thing is, footnote, thumbtack here. Like, why didn't you kind of at least reach out to Kylie and kind of be like, oh, damn, girl, like, Tristan having a little after party at his house, child, with girls over here, but I'll keep you posted. To kind of even give yourself the edge towards the edge in your loyalty to them and saying, well, I know I'm here and it may not look right me being here, but bitch, I'm gonna be the spy for you guys and let you know if anything's going on. Even if you was banging girls on the damn kitchen table and you didn't want to say anything, why wouldn't you try to cover your tracks and be like, well, bitch, I'm over here just to let you girls know and moving right along. And then there was another part in the story where she was like, Jada asked her, were you physical with him? Was there any interaction? Like, what was happening? And then she goes, well, I could see where people could kind of run with the story that I was giving him a lap dance. Now, well, I'll finish what she said. So basically, she said, I could see where people could get carried away with the story about seeing me giving him a lap dance because I was sitting on the edge of the couch. His chair was next to the couch, and my legs were dangling over the arm of the chair because I was sitting on the arm of the chair, so my legs were dangling over. And since he was under me, I threw my legs over his. And it's like, stop right here, boo. Yeah, that's where your story gets a little fishy because it's like, again, what familiarity do you have with your best friend's sister's man that it's like you have your legs dangling over his? Like, it just don't add up. Like, that right there is, I don't know. Like, first of all, I know everyone can't share this whole, the same mindset and things like that, but it takes me a while to even be to like have physical contact with a stranger. So let alone if there's like a awkward barrier there, like, okay, this is my best friend's sister's man or ex-man or whatever he was at the time. Still, like, I would be even a little kind of about hugging him or even being in the same space with him for too long of a time because I don't want people to get the wrong idea. You know what I'm saying? So even if I was drunk, because she was like, oh, there was drinking and, we're partying and having a good time, just chilling and all this, it's still like, girl, you had to feel at some point some like it's a little too, we're getting a little too comfortable here. Let me kind of back off. Let me remove myself even from the scene a little bit and go hang out with my girls. Why are you hanging out with this guy? Having quality time in a public setting. So then she says the night went on. She ended up staying at his house to 7 a.m. Okay. And this is where I kind of like, I understand because I've been out for the night and have stayed out to like 6, 7, been at a friend's house and completely nothing has happened. So I will give credit there, and I understand how it may look like, girl, you walking out of this man's house at 7, girl, I'm sure y'all did something. And it goes back to my point of how sometimes sexuality is so easily attached to an attractive person, just when you're like not even doing that. So I will say that, but then she says like, oh, when she was leaving, and she was saying goodbye to him, he like leaned in and kissed her. And I'm like, where was your friend? Like, where was your friend, girls? Like, who all left? Where is anyone to, lay claim to your story and say, oh, I was there? How did the kiss even get out? Like, who saw this? And why was it so comfortable for him to do that as well as you to kind of like be in that situation? And what she did say was, she was like, okay, well, after he kissed her, she just kind of was like, oh, shit. And she kind of just like turned around and left, which granted, awkward situations happen. Niggas pull moves, men pull moves. Sometimes they step above their rank, or step over the boundary and they pull some stunts that are inappropriate and they don't give a damn who's watching. But still, it's like right after that, I would have at least, if I didn't call Khloe, bitch, I would have called um Kylie, honey, and be like, girl, let me tell you what happened tonight, girl. I don't know what's going on with Tristan, honey, but girl, you know I'm here at the after party with him, with me and my friends. We're there at the after party, girl, and I'm leaving, and this man just leans in and kisses me. Like, what's up with that? Like, what's going on with him? And just to like save yourself, you know, just to kind of cover your tracks. That's basically how the interview went down. And I feel like this Ace of Swords energy is saying there are a lot of clouded truths. There's a lot of things that are not, she was not honest about. And even when you're watching the interview, there was just, like when a person has conviction about their truth, they're going to go through with it. And like, it's conviction in that truth. And there was a lot of points where she was really trying to say some things and then hold some things back. And you can tell that from her body language. And the final card in this row is the Empress. Okay, and that takes us back to the pregnancy and these baby mamas. You know, I feel like Khloe was really in it to get this baby. Like Raina said, like she was the last of them and she needed that. She wanted to be that. She wanted to be in the trend of what her other sisters are doing. So what are you picking up with this whole thing? What do you feel about the story that I just gave? What about Miss Jordyn Woods' testimony? Do you believe it? Like,
well, I feel like she knew what she was getting into. I feel like she wanted him. She been wanted him. She been thought he was cute. She been wanting to fuck him. Yeah, I feel like it was the opportunity. She was hot for it. She let the liquor take over, but she knew what she was doing. But she, like, oh, she's drunk. No, girl, you drank them drinks to make yourself do it. Like, I'm gonna give myself that edge because y'all hoes don't think, y'all just do. Okay, so you're just like, yeah, I'm gonna just drink to give me the edge to do it or whatever. Because she wants him, and she's attracted to him. And I feel like they probably did do something. Okay. And for her to release the whole fact about the kiss, I feel like somebody must have saw it for her to even put that detail in it. Because why even say that specific detail? So somebody must have seen that. And I don't feel like she felt like, oh my God, like, bitch, you probably liked it. Okay, you want to give like all this like now to try to like save yourself. But like really, I feel like she was in on it. Like, girl, come on. Like, and listen, honey, Khloe, I believe she participates in threesomes. I feel like Khloe be having other women in the bed with her. She has done that. I feel like them sisters probably be doing that shit. Yes, they bring other women in the bed, and I would not be surprised if Jordyn has had that before. With Khloe in the bed. I wouldn't be surprised if Khloe be having her best friend, Malika, whatever the fuck her name is, the twin. Fucking the husbands too. I'm telling you, they bring. I feel like Khloe, like, I wouldn't be surprised if Khloe brings black women in the bed. Okay. And she likes fucking black women and eating pussy too. You know what I'm saying? But see, that doesn't mean that Tristan can be out here and doing what he do. You know what I'm saying? It's like the situation with Tiny, because Tiny was letting T.I. bring bitches to the house. And fucking in the bed with multiple women, but Tiny didn't like him to do it in the bed, okay? But Tiny didn't like him doing that shit out the house, and it's like, come on, if you're gonna allow this shit in your house, what makes you think he's gonna want your permission to like do anything? You know what I'm saying? You're allowing it. So I definitely feel like there is something going on behind the scenes that Khloe be allowing this motherfucker to do this shit. Okay, the thing is, it wasn't with Jordyn. Like, she didn't allow that one. Or whatever the fuck that happened, because I feel like she like, I feel like Khloe, this isn't the last of them being together. I feel like she's gonna want to go back to him and want to, like, stick around and bring him back. With this Queen of Chalices, I'm definitely seeing that type of energy, like, oh, he's mine and I'm not gonna let him go. I feel like Khloe is obsessive and protective over him. I feel like she has like this manic energy around her. Like, I feel like she doesn't want to let him go. She doesn't.
And that hormone, and see, I'm seeing with the Queen of Chalices and the Empress, that hormonal energy, being pregnant and then having your nigga zip on you, or just having a baby and having that man zip on you, that's soul loss. That's trauma bonding.
But he's done it before. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
That's what this man
Absolutely.
does. It's like, how can you be so surprised? You know, who do you think
Absolutely.
you are? Like, eventually his nuts are going to, bitch, override whatever type of power you feel like you have over him.
That's
Because
right.
you're not him. You don't live in his soul, bitch. He controls his fucking dick and where the fuck it decides to go. And you can't keep his ass entertained forever. Eventually, motherfuckers get bored. I don't give a fuck how much money you got. I don't give a fuck how fat your ass is, how good you think your pussy is or dick. Eventually, in this world, most motherfuckers are set up that they get bored off your ass, okay? And they go and test other waters. That's just what it is.
Ooh.
So
And I think we have a video on that.
yeah.
Like, basically, your partner, it's becoming, it's just, especially in the West, like, all over, really.
I think that was our first video. I think that was our
It was one of our first videos. Like, expect your partner to possibly cheat.
Yeah, that
you know
was
what
the
I'm saying?
first
Not saying
video.
everyone. What happened, sis?
That was the first video that we put on.
Wow. Yeah, we did a reading. Okay, so, it's true. It's like, yeah, it's the more of a socialite and the more opportunity that your partner has with meeting people, being, socially active, all this type of stuff, like, eventually you're not going to be there and that person's going to be flirting with that person, and it's up to your partner to say, oh, well, I got a partner, or whatever the case may be. But if they don't want to disclose that information, they want to ride it out, you best believe they're going to. They're going to.
Yes.
So let's move on to the next row, and it's the Knight of Swords. Okay, the Hermit and the Two of Chalices reversed. Okay, so the Knight of Swords, we got a lot of night energy here. So we're talking about a man who, Tristan, honey, he is in his prime. Like my sister said, like, it don't matter how fat the ass, how pretty. The baby mama was beautiful. Like, his first baby mama, or I don't know if she's his first, but the one he left her for to be with Khloe, she was gorgeous. Like, I think she's a model. Gorgeous woman, beautiful woman, like, just beautiful. Like the Instagram girl that all the men, in the comments with the heart eyes and liking and thousands of followers and all that stuff, and it still meant nothing. Like, he left her, went to Khloe. He is just in his prime. He is in that ego right now. And I'm going to say something else too, to touch on the real deeper underlying soul issue here. A lot of these men also, in these type of situations, these athletes and these socialites and these whatever, these in the scene type of men, when women, they get off on this. They feel very much validated by women fighting over them, seeing women kind of lose themselves, their sense of self-confidence. Narcissists in general, they get off on seeing people be destroyed in their wake, like, we always be talking about narcissists over here, but it's like there is some sort of insidious nature about dealing with a person, and then the person in the back of their mind, after every argument, after every disagreement, after every, any little thing. Sometimes you say something just jokingly and you don't know, like, you don't hit a wound in them or whatever. They're plotting against you. And, with the Knight of Swords, this is someone who is very rash and very brash in their decisions, but at the same time, there is a level of calculation. There is, this sort of like my way, for me, like fuck everybody kind of thing. Because the Knight of Swords, he charges in, honey. He charges in and he chops heads. He's the type, the Knight of Swords is where the phrase comes from, slay first, bitch, ask questions later. Like, that's him. So he's going to make his moves without thinking or considering anybody else's feelings in the situation. We don't have the only water energy here is towards Khloe. The Knight energy is him, the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Swords. So he is just in his kind of prime of masculinity, and not really, it's very self-centered, I feel like, with this card. So the Hermit is next. I feel like everyone involved in the situation needs space and time, and these girls honestly need to do some soul searching. Like, especially for Jordyn Woods, I feel like this is an eye opener for Jordyn Woods. Like, she thought these women had her back, and the cards gave tea. Like, girl, you was dipping and diving, girl. But even still, it's like this is a revelation to you of the person that you were being, or the person that you were leading up to this point. Was that actually you? I feel like we all, at some point in our development, unless we're narcissists, in our development, when we hit a wall, or we, come across tribulations, or we get Miss Universe or karma or whatever smacks us in the face, we sometimes have a sit down moment and we're like, bitch, I need to be by myself. Hold on, let me get myself together and just really think about, is this the person that I want to become? I've done it. My sister has done it. Many of you have done it. You should be doing it. Where it's like, if you're running into the same bad karma or the same bad situation, eventually you need to take that time away to reflect and find your own inner light. So I feel like this period right now, Jordyn is going to be soul searching. It doesn't mean she's going to be a completely changed person, or she's going to be, she's going to change her ways. But I think she's getting like this ostracizement, because the hermit is about solitude. It's about being not cast out, but like you also making the choice to kind of leave a situation, kind of go off on your own and really reflect. And I think something that she said in the interview was she was so surprised that no one out of her camp, like none of her friends, none of the Kardashians, none of the Jenners, bitch, not even Kris Jenner ass, bitch, no one believed her. No one wanted to hear her side of the story, besides Jada and Will, who got their ratings, honey, trust. No one was really there for her. So it's like, I've had that happen to me at age, like, bitch, my quarter, honey, where I was like, okay, like, wait a minute. Like, what's up with all these people around me? Because I don't feel like they're really here for me right now. Not to say I went through the same situation of, being caught up in a love triangle, but it's like, when it was time for me to see who really had my back when I was facing trouble, people really showed themselves. So I had to really become dependent on my own self, my own ability to be happy with myself, my own ability to be okay with being alone. Bitch, having days where I don't talk to hoes. I don't need to be in hoe space every day. I don't need to be on social media posting looks of the day and this and getting validation from people. And people in that industry and in that limelight, that's what they thrive off on. They get their life from that. So that's what I'm seeing with the Hermit card. And also the two of chalices reversed. I'm feeling like, I feel like the top row was talking about Khloe's situation. I feel like this bottom row is talking about Jordyn and Tristan's situation. And I feel like they bang. I feel like they bang, and it was something just, no strings attached. Like, no strings attached, just an exchange. It could also be saying, that maybe she didn't bang him because, it is reversed, indicating no romantic communication, but something was exchanged. Something happened. What are you picking up with this, Rosa?
I think you explained it very well. I mean, I agree with everything that you're saying.
Perfect. So the last set, honey, I'm gonna go through her real quick. Mm-hmm. We have the Justice card. We have the Temperance reverse, bitch, and the final result is the Devil reverse, girl. So, what are you seeing with these three? I mean, these are some really strong cards. I mean, the last row is like major arcana tea. So what are you seeing with the Justice card upright, the Temperance reverse, and the Devil card reverse?
I think that the whole situation is fucked up. I don't think they're gonna be friends again. I don't think Jordyn's gonna. I don't think they're gonna. I don't think Khloe's relationship is gonna work. I don't. I do think there's a sick, twisted connection. She wants to be clung to him. She wants to be bound to him. I feel like she wants that. She wants him to be obsessed with her. She
Mm-hmm.
wants like all these things from him.
Well, Khloe, come to Raina Teas. We got the love box, honey.
Oh,
We
girl,
got the
yeah,
love
she
and the bang box,
she
girl. We
needs
could
a
get him back,
cleansing. She
man.
needs a cleansing too. She definitely needs to be cleansed, honey. Cause so what was it? The middle card?
We have Justice that was first, Temperance reverse, and the Devil
Yeah,
reverse.
temperance. I feel like yeah, these people they need some balance in their lives. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
they need a cleansing, honey. They need some self reflection. These girls need a fucking break from just the mess, which I know is going to be harder and impossible for them. Um, but they're not going to look for that. I mean, that's what they need. But they're going to go into the devil card. You know, they want to
Yes.
obsess. They
Yep.
want to be still fucking. She wants another baby. Khloe wants another baby by him. Just completely just yeah, a mess, like just drama. That's what is gonna create them, you know, their little
Mm.
ratings and you know, social media presence and people talking about them is chaos, mess, toxicity, more babies, more sex, more men, just all of it, continuous drama
Wow.
and sex and
Mm.
babies. That's yeah, that is what these people are about. Okay.
Wow.
So yeah.
Perfect. I'm feeling like this justice card. I feel like when Khloe doesn't get her way back with Tristan, she's gonna drag his ass through hell through some legal battles, bitch. So be on the lookout for that. Tristan, girl, she's gonna come for you with that child, bitch. That child support is gonna hit your ass hard, bitch, with this one, honey. She's gonna hire up the best lawyer, bitch. So you best be hitting them 3 shots, from 3 pointers, girl, because she's coming for
Okay.
that check, honey. Um, and I feel like it's like you said, they do need balance, but they're not gonna get that. This temperance reverse, it's just all sorts of toxicity going on, narcissism, just toxicity, and destructive soul cords, etheric cords, parasites, honey. Um, this man burrowed himself inside of you, and now you're just over here obsessed, don't even know what to do with yourself. So now what you got to do next? You got to hit that nigga where it hurts. So that's what she's going to do. You know, she's not going to take the higher road. She's saying all this now, trying to get temperance, but behind closed doors, she's plotting on him. She's plotting to get his shit fucked up. Um,
And she wants
yeah,
him back
this is not
too.
in the she do wants him back. And this is the devil card. She wants him back, but she's not gonna get him back because that bond that she has with him. See, the thing about these etheric cords, when people go out and they sleep with other people, the person who's left behind, if they're not working towards cleansing or being in a new relationship, which is not advisable, but if they don't work towards that cleansing and stuff like that, it just further muddles that etheric core because they're picking up on other people's energy too. So every time Tristan, be laying up or whatever, Khloe's gonna feel that. Okay, she's gonna feel that in her solar plexus and in her sacral chakra, bitch. She's gonna feel that other woman getting that plunge, honey, that was once hers. She's gonna feel that. Okay, and they are bound. Khloe, you need to get us come arrange the teas for the cleanse box, girl. We got you. Okay, let her know. Let her know. But this double card ending off is not gonna be looking good. And what's sad is there is a child in the middle of this, and this child did not ask for any of this. This child did not ask to be the chess piece or a power struggle or a power play or even to be, Khloe's little kind of like I feel like she's Khloe's mask to kind of show the world, like, oh, I'm happy. See, I have True, and I'm so happy, and I have my little mixed baby too, just like the rest of my sisters. Like everything's fine, but it's like, no, girl, like you're not gonna be able to empathetically connect with your daughter because She will constantly remind you of Tristan. She
She
will
looks just
constantly
like
remind you
the
of.
fucking ass.
Yes, she looked just like his ass. So, you're gonna have resentment, especially when this man go out and continues to show you that he does not want to be with you, that he wants to be with other women and whore around. Like, I feel like there is a potential for them to get back together, but it's gonna be way further down the line. Like,
Girl,
because
he
she's
don't
not
want
gonna
that
stop on
woman.
this one.
He don't want her no more.
You think so? I think down the
He
line,
can
like
go
maybe
back and
5,
just sit his
6
ass on the
years.
couch and be like, okay, I'm here, but child, he gonna want to fuck other bitches. He does not love her. He doesn't love no woman. He cannot right now. Maybe when he's 45, but it's not gonna be Khloe. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like it's
Yes.
not. She's a
Well, that is
Kardashian.
our reading, kids. Is there
Yes.
anything else you wanted to
That is
add
all,
to?
honey. That is all.
All right, kids. Well, you heard it first here at Raina Teeth. Next, honey, we got some a juicy reading for you girls. Honey, I don't know if you girls have heard, but the
Oh, girl.
documentary Leaving Neverland is out, and I have seen
No.
part 1, girl. Disturbing, bitch. Disturbing. Girl, I'm shook. I'm shook. We're going to be doing a reading on that very soon to uncover the tea. Is Wade and is, what's his name?
Jesse? James?
James. I think it's James. Is James and Wade lying, honey? Are they telling the truth? Honestly, from a first person's glance of just watching the documentary with all the receipts that the girls were giving and just Miss James knowing the whereabouts, the movie theater, to this, to that, the third, honey, I think she was telling the truth. But Raina Tees will be asking the cards, honey, to spill the tea. So check in with us very soon. We will be having that video out for you guys shortly. And don't forget to check out the Raina Tees Big Cartel if you guys are interested in readings yourself and or spell work, bitch. And we'll see you hoes in the next one.